gag order request aimed at Baldoni and his team, and Blake Lively, she reportedly does not want to be deposed.
Justin Baldoni filed against shampoo company owner Blake Lively and her husband, Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds.
Can't take things out of context because we still don't know everything here. And I know that Blake Lively has subpoenaed.
Justin, if I'm not mistaken, is on vacation right now with his kids in Hawaii. Is he still there? Do you speak to him?
The legal clash between Justin Baldoni and Hollywood power couple Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds is heating up, with both sides ramping up their efforts. What began as a professional disagreement has now turned into a major courtroom battle, and neither side is backing down. Blake and Ryan, known for their fun-loving public image, are now facing serious allegations that could damage their reputations. On the other side, Baldoni's team is fighting hard, accusing the couple of using desperate tactics, including claims of gag orders, HR complaints, and unexpected changes to the lawsuit. The situation has drawn intense attention from fans and the media.
We can't take things out of context because we still don't know everything here. And I know that Blake Lively has subpoenaed to get all the text messages and all the receipts. So we've got to hold, it looks like Justin Baldoni is the true victim in this scenario from what we've seen so far. But let's just keep an open mind because we don't know for sure and we haven't gone through the case and there'll be more coming out. So, I hope that answers your question.
And well, everything we see, right, we bring our own experience. And for me, I look at this scenario as just like from the non-expert. I see Blake Lively as someone who's like desperately wanting some control in her life.
The tension is thick, and the stakes are at an all-time high as both sides prepare for what could be a lengthy legal battle. So, how did things get this complicated? And why are Blake and Ryan so determined to shut down Baldoni's claims? Let's break down the drama that's making waves in Hollywood. Despite the ongoing legal fight, Justin Baldoni was recently seen surfing in Hawaii, sparking conversations about his mindset during the lawsuit. Some see this as a sign that Baldoni is confident and unaffected by the legal mess. His team insists he's keeping his personal life in balance while staying focused on the case. However, critics argue that his relaxed attitude is inappropriate for such a serious situation. On the other hand, Baldoni's supporters view it as a sign of his calm and level-headed approach. Blake and Ryan recently filed for a gag order, reportedly concerned about what could be uncovered during Justin Baldoni's deposition. This move has raised questions, with many wondering what Blake might be so worried about. Could there be sensitive information at risk of being revealed? Baldoni's team wasted no time challenging this request, suggesting that Blake and Ryan are trying to use legal tactics to keep the truth from coming out. This has sparked public speculation about what the couple could be hiding. Clip 4. One of the more unusual parts of this legal battle centers around a slow dance scene between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively from a past project. Speculation has grown that this moment sparked the tension behind the scenes. While some view it as just a harmless scene, others believe it represents deeper personal and professional conflicts between the two. Whatever the true meaning of that moment, it's clear that something during or after that collaboration caused a rift in their relationship that seems impossible to fix.
There's a gag order request aimed at Baldoni and his team, and Blake Lively, she reportedly does not want to be deposed by Baldoni's attorney. Late last night as well, Baldoni's team filed an amended complaint in court, this time with a timeline full of evidence, including text messages between Baldoni and Ryan Reynolds. And I think it's going to take some time to get through all of that, but there's going to be so much information in that that will be really telling and will really help us understand what's actually happening. Let's break down what we can look for when we're going through all of this evidence and what this evidence so far, from the little I know about this evidence, what is it's showing us? That's showing a lot of respect. Ryan Reynolds replied with warmth and gratitude, emphasizing how much he valued Baldoni as a collaborator and friend. But somewhere along this timeline, things have soured. And according to these new court documents, Ryan Reynolds even escalated behind the scenes and reportedly referred to Baldoni as a deranged predator. So what happened to cause such a drastic shift? Is this a case of miscommunication, power struggles, or something deeper? Option one might be that Blake may have experienced SH, and she genuinely believes retaliation is a way of being used to silence her.
In an effort to end the drama, Blake and Ryan have filed a motion to dismiss Justin Baldoni's lawsuit entirely. Their legal team argues that the claims are unfounded and a waste of the court's time. However, Baldoni's team is pushing back, saying that this move is just another way to avoid responsibility. Fans are now waiting to see if the court will side with the Hollywood couple or allow the case to continue. At this point, Blake and Ryan are like the giants in this situation, standing tall with their powerful position in Hollywood, backed by major studios like Sony. The last thing Sony wants is a scandal about Blake Lively being sexually harassed under their watch. It's stirring up major concern within the company. Meanwhile, people are following the case closely, with one fan saying she's breaking down all the legal updates. You can follow her for the latest on Threads under Mary Jane, who is keeping everyone in the loop on these legal twists. The latest update is that Blake Lively's legal team, along with PR company Vision and Leslie Sloan, has filed a response, moving to have the case dismissed.
Justin Baldoni filed against shampoo company owner Blake Lively and her husband, Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds. Why file an amended lawsuit? Well, Baldoni and his legal team claim to have new information and additional charges of wrongdoing against Taylor Swift's bestie and her publicist, as well as her husband. Baldoni's legal team claims that metadata from the New York Times showed that the newspaper of record had her legal complaint against him weeks and possibly even months before she filed it. The HTML allegedly revealed when the images and pieces of the article were uploaded or created. He and his attorneys have put up that website that they were hyping for a while, which is a bit of a nothing burger. Is that the expression? A nothing burger? A what burger? You know what I'm trying to say. If you go to the lawsuitinfo.com, that's the lawsuitinfo.com, you for yourself can look at the amended complaint that was filed on Friday night.
Baldoni's lawyer recently spoke out about the mental health impact this lawsuit has had on him, while also addressing accusations that Blake's team filed fake HR complaints to discredit him. These allegations highlight the intensity of the battle, not just in the courtroom but also through personal and corporate attacks. It's raising questions about how far both sides are willing to go in this fight.
At a certain point, the extra money, it's like you get used to it. So I'm thinking the value that she sees, like with Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds, really commanding and orchestrating. Like she's playing the oboe and wants to be the conductor, but it's like you don't get to do that. You got to write the ballad that you can then conduct or get yourself your own orchestra. Like she wanted something in a world that wasn't designed to give it to her.
So what you're talking about is that you master that one role. And when you get bored, like you did that role, you mastered it. And when you knew you'd achieved that, you asked for the next role or the next opportunity.
Despite the ongoing legal drama, many fans are backing Baldoni, praising his honesty and courage in standing up for what he believes is right. Social media is filled with support, with some even calling him a hero for challenging such a high-profile couple. This growing wave of public support could play a big role in shaping the narrative as the case continues to unfold.
Blake and Ryan, at this point, are, they're like the Goliath, right? They're on top of the movie and Sony. I mean, Sony, the last thing they want with all their money invested, with everything, is this big drama. Oh my God, Blake Lively is sexually harassed by a movie under Sony's watch? Who the hell was spoken to in the Sony meeting? Because they need to be part. I mean, I want to hear from Sony. I mean, Sony's freaking the fuck out right now. Freaking out. I mean, I love how when I said the other day that Ryan Reynolds is freaking out, someone was like, oh, really? Is Ryan calling you right now? Is he calling you and telling you he's panicking? She's very Team Blake, but I like following her because she breaks down all of these legal cases all the time. And I'm going to pull her up on Threads because and she's a listener, she's a doser. And I'm going to find it right now and we're going to look through it together. You can follow her and tell her I sent you, Mary Jane, on Threads. Okay, breaking news. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your friends to come on over here. Here we go. Another update in the Blake Lively. Can you guys see this? Another, it's like so small, but I hope you guys can see it. Another update in the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni legal saga. But the legal teams for Blake Lively and company Vision PR and Leslie Sloan have indicated in a response to the court that they will be moving to dismiss.
Baldoni's attorney claims to have every text message exchanged between him and Blake Lively, messages that could be pivotal to the case. If these texts support Baldoni's claims, it could create major problems for Blake and Ryan. Both sides are bracing for the possibility that these private conversations could become public, potentially revealing details neither party wants to be exposed.
Justin, if I'm not mistaken, is on vacation right now with his kids in Hawaii. Is he still there? Do you speak to him?
I do speak to him. I speak to him often. I wouldn't call it vacation. I don't think anybody who's been accused of heinous, arguably what are crimes, is on vacation. I think that he is trying to gather with his family and get some semblance of peace.
How's he doing? What's his state of mind while all this is going on? I noticed a couple pictures. He's trying to play with his kids as the paparazzi catch him. I've been in that situation before where just things you're trying to be a good family man and play with your kids while like terrible stuff is happening out there. I think everybody goes in the barrel, but how is his mental health? Is he all right, this guy?
I think he's hopeful.
In response to Blake and Ryan's latest legal moves, Baldoni's team has filed a counter lawsuit. However, interestingly, it's not aimed directly at Blake. It targets other parties involved in the case, adding another layer of complexity to an already tangled situation. This shift in strategy suggests that Baldoni is in it for the long haul, looking to uncover every aspect of the dispute.
I was told I had to watch this one.
If you see this video, I am a huge fan of you.
Oh.
Your movies are so inspiring. If everyone can tag Justin Baldoni to this video, it would mean the world to me. I have been trying to reach out to you for the longest. I have everything of you.
A couple days ago, I received a message from Justin, and he told me he's been following my journey. He would like for me and my husband to be his guest. I cannot wait to meet him in person.
You put me on her bucket list. And I still think I can't help but feel in the middle of all of this celebration, and this stuff is all fleeting. And Gabby just told me the doctors didn't give her that much time, and she's not giving up. And then I thought to myself, wow, one of my best friends wrote this song about not giving up for my first movie, 5 Feet Apart, for Claire Walker. And it happens to be here. So I thought we could all sing this song together.
Yes!
Baldoni's latest legal move isn't just about the courtroom. It's a direct challenge to Blake and Ryan's public image. His team argues that the couple's efforts to control the narrative are desperate attempts to protect their flawless reputation. The message is loud and clear. Baldoni isn't backing down and is prepared to fight until the truth is revealed.
We plan to release every single text messages between the two of them. We want the truth to be out there. We want the documents to be out there. We want people to make their determination based on receipts.
Justin Baldoni is firing back after Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against the actor, accusing him of unprofessional and sexually inappropriate behavior on the set of It Ends With Us. She also accused him of coordinating a smear campaign.
Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
Baldoni is now suing the New York Times after the paper published a story about Lively's allegations.
Do you plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes.
Baldoni's latest legal strategy goes beyond the courtroom. It's a direct challenge to Blake and Ryan's public image. His team claims that the couple's attempts to manage the narrative are desperate efforts to maintain their perfect reputation. The message is unmistakable. Baldoni is not giving up and is determined to keep fighting until the truth comes out.
Lawsuit, litigation, kind of going back and forth. But today we are going to break down the actual lawsuit filed by Justin Baldoni, which is pretty much a response to the Blake Lively lawsuit, but he's not suing Blake Lively personally, at least yet. We'll see if that comes in the future. We're going to read through the allegations, the facts, the responses, because he comes with his own receipts, his own text messages that give some very important context to some of the accusations Blake Lively made. And we're going to read through all those today, discuss how it's going to affect both types of litigation and specifically the causes of action that his lawyer has pled in this complaint and how he fused the facts in with those causes of action to show how exactly he's going to prove them.
The next few months will be critical. Will Blake and Ryan's legal moves silence Baldoni's claims, or will his relentless pursuit of justice uncover truths that could rock the industry? One thing is clear, the world is watching, and this drama is far from over.
And then Justin Baldoni filed one this week. It is actually interesting because we often talk about how we live in a cancel culture and how there are victims that come forward, but oftentimes there are women that necessarily are not victims. And we need to talk about that. So we're going to look at this lawsuit all together. We're going to see who we have in the building. Huge shout out to everybody that is here. First, shout out to David, who's first. This would be false to allude to Blake and Ryan had Justin and his team over for a meeting where Blake expressed all the things she was upset about. And this is not Justin versus the team behind the film. It was his team versus Blake and Ryan, more of a contentious meeting. The way it reads now reads as if it was a proper intervention with cast and crew, not true. Porter says, thank you. I just sent it to him. I'll keep you posted. It's an email for Wayfarer Omni Legal to reach out. So TMZ is doing their proper footwork to make sure, let's make sure this thing is accurate. Let's make sure it has legs. Like, we're not going to go out and report on this like the New York Times did without doing our proper footwork. So we have all of that. Okay, I'm going to go to the red section so that way we can just get through this faster. Next, it says, I've told everyone to not speak with think